I made sure it wasn't.
Thank you.
You better hurry up because I'm getting there.
Hey, good morning, YouTube. We're getting ready to start the episode on the thing. We're going to turn it over to Steve Bisciotti, the best host a host can bathe or some shit.
Welcome, everybody, to episode 205 of the My Wife is Gonna Kill Me podcast. I am your host, Lord Stephen Bisciotti. And for those of you who thought that the show was better without me, fuck you.
And you were right.
Let me tell you something here. I've come back after my one episode away, and I gotta hand it to Jeremy DeWitt. The man's wonderful. Everybody loves him. He did a fantastic job. There is no one that I would bestow hostership. I don't know if that's a word. I made it up, though.
It is now.
You're a lord.
There's no one else I would rather have putting his ass in my seat. I mean, show purpose-wise as well, than Jeremy DeWitt. But you know, people that are out there shooting their mouth saying, oh, Jeremy's so great, he's so likable, blah, blah, blah. Fuck you. You know, when this show started, I was a nice guy. If you go to Podomatic and you go back to episode 27 or something, I'm just like Jeremy. I'm a wide-eyed, happy, just so great to get toys and not trying to say the F word and blah, 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 blah. I was good old Steve, just like on podcasters. Gee golly willikers. But I'll tell you what, I'm not the one that changed. You changed. The fans changed. You guys are all a bunch of assholes. My co-hosts. The best two co-hosts a host could have, they're assholes too. You made me. You made me, and now you deal with it. So when you look at me, if you don't like what you see, go look in the mirror. Welcome, everybody. The two best co-hosts a host could have are here. Travis Bowles. How you doing, Trav?
Wonderful. I just want to reach out to our YouTube friends, Ryan Gonzalez and H. Eric Mays. Thanks for joining us.
Next to me across from me is Pete McCarthy. How you doing, Pete?
I'm doing great, Steven. Welcome back.
Thanks. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
It is hard to listen to a show without me.
It's hard to listen to a show with you. So.
For me.
It's
hard for me to listen to a show. I'm not saying it's hard for everybody else, but it's hard for me.
Because you were sitting there and you wanted to just say stuff?
And there was so much I wanted to say. Sometimes I have to just pause it and just rant to myself.
What was there anything in particular?
So much. So much. You waffling motherfucker. You can't freaking pick a side. It's a good thing. Could you imagine Travis during the Civil War? Well, I don't know. I mean, I can see why you'd be against slavery, but I can also see why you'd be for it, too. So, you know, well, I'll just be on the fence about this one.
This guy brings me coffee and stuff, but he's also my best friend. So is he really a slave? I don't know.
Dude could justify anything. How do you do that?
I try to look through other people's eyes.
People ask him how he feels about abortion. He goes, ask the baby. Should be up to the baby.
What'd you think about those Cobra Kais?
I'm going to try one right now.
Oh, yeah. Jeremy DeWitt brought us some Cakealicious Cobra cakes.
Cakealicious?
These are fantastic.
I don't think the box even says Cakealicious, does it?
I guess it says Cake Bites.
It does. But you're an idiot, so it works. So
these are fantastic.
Yeah, you would. I think so.
Yeah. Seriously, these are great. How do they make these? They put pure magic in these.
And wax.
I hope these are going to be a mainstay.
Ugh.
Nope, they're a limited time only.
Oh, shit. I better get as much as I can.
Now you sound like me with Christmas tree cakes.
gonna be a collectible.
It is a good box.
It was a lot of fun.
And awful.
So bad. I still ate them because I'm fat. But
All right.
Producer Cody, we saved you one. You want one?
I haven't got a fresh one here. Is that
don't
from-
give him that one. That one's been sitting there since last week.
I told you we saved him one.
I got one for you, Cody.
This is actually a fresh one, Cody. Fucking Travis tries to give me one that's been sitting out for
Just
a
take
week.
one. I want the other one, all right? I'm fat.
The box is entertaining as hell.
Super entertaining.
Have either
Look
of
at
you...
this skinny bitch. He takes a little nibbler. It's the size of a goddamn sugar cube, and he's like,
So,
Dude, I love your beard. Looking good, dude.
he's a sexy bitch.
have either of you guys watched Cobra Kai?
No.
No. And I've heard a lot of great things. I'll be honest, I was never,
I never liked the movie.
I was never a huge Karate Kid fan. It was okay to me, but I preferred like American Ninja, and
I
Well,
prefer.
you're looking at two different things.
I totally
So,
understand.
Completely
The-
different things.
Okay, so YouTubers, here's where you're gonna jump on the bandwagon with me, hardcore. The best childhood ninja movie was Three Ninjas, hands down.
I wasn't a child then.
I would have loved to see Rocky and Colt and Tum Tum fucking take out Daniel-san, and they could have done it because they would have been lighting up the eyes. So, non-negotiable.
No.
I know this is one of those where me and Pete are like two of the guys not watching a show that everyone who is watching it. Is
How'd
And I
that
make
go-
sure I post on the regular that how many of my friends can say they haven't watched one episode of Cobra Kai. So,
Well, Travis, in 10 years, when you've gained your weight back and you have to go and you can start
Binging.
and then say, why didn't I watch this? How you doing with that? Not the weight, the Clone Wars.
Oh my God,
What season you in?
4.
Okay.
I'm kind of dreading how quickly it's going now. That show, I understand. I'm 10 plus years late to the party. Clone Wars is one of the best shows I've ever watched, and easily in my top Star Wars properties. Easily, it's amazing.
Season 5 starts to go off the rails. Can't wait.
Everybody it's so funny because
Hasn't it though? Hasn't it progressively gotten better and
it
better?
has progressively gotten
That's
better.
what we
but
told you.
But I watched the first season. I'm halfway through, and you guys are like, "Oh man, you gets to season 2 and 3, blah blah blah." It starts, and I'm like, "This is good."
It is good.
Yeah, but
It's good.
It gets.
But it keeps getting better.
Oh my gosh, I just blew through like the Savage Opress
Oh,
episode.
Savage. Oh,
Savage. What in that dude? I always knew the toy was cool.
Mm-hmm.
He's Darth Maul, but he's yellow. It's
Okay.
It's
He's
one of
Darth
his
Maul's brother.
And so I always knew the toy was cool, but I never knew the backstory on it. Now I'm like, oh my gosh.
And he's
So
he's
good.
a beast.
He's
He's
a
not
monster.
skinny like
Darth Maul is little acrobatic
Right.
rape
Savage
part.
Opress.
yeah, that was like the best 4 minutes in television and movie history was Darth Maul, right up there with Boba Fett's 4 minutes.
That's why they brought him back in Clone Wars to get a little bit more out of Darth Maul, and they got a lot more out of Darth Maul, and there's a lot more coming. So
I am very excited. It's a great show, and I like when I've said this, people have said, "Oh, it was a little too cartoony for me," or everything. That's part of the reason I never got on board. I thought it was for little kids. It's not for little kids. Good.
oh yeah,
It's surprising to me that Travis likes something that most people said was a little bit slow in the first season. It's weird that he would take that stance,
But I don't think it's slow. I know you're trying to make a joke about something that I don't remember, but it's good.
I'm glad I'm happy for you.
I can't wait. I actually watched an episode yesterday just out of I was thinking, I wonder where Travis is, and it was a fun episode. I don't remember it.
You know what I've noticed about Steve? If you look, don't move, Steve. Look at his right hand, Travis.
Yeah, I'm dialing you in.
He only does that when we're on YouTube, when people can see, so it looks like he's actually doing something. When we're not on YouTube, he doesn't ever touch that board.
It's like that board.
Yep. Now his other hand's getting ready to mute me because he thinks he's hilarious.
Well, I noticed that the sound quality was a little weird last time, and it
So
wasn't.
you're fixing it.
You gotta
So
constantly
I went from 5 to 7 and then back to 5.
It's not. A lot of people might think that you set this and then just leave it, and it'll be the same every time, but that's not the truth. You gotta constantly be on top of this.
205 episodes would say differently.
How was snowmobiling?
Fun.
Was it worth missing the show for?
Yeah. Worth missing one show.
Yeah.
You know, I wouldn't miss every show for it. But geez, I didn't have too much time to. That's kind of my one shot to get up there and get up in the far north of Michigan and get out in the beautiful woods. And I love the woods when it's all snowy. And just
Makes it. I mean, it's a lot harder to bury cum-covered towels when the ground's frozen in the woods. But
luckily, I didn't have any of those this time. So, kids had fun. That was a fun experience. Got to go to a couple of little bars up there, have a hamburger. I like the old town, little town, northern Michigan feel. That's kind of something I haven't been able to do in the last couple of years because of the lack of snow. So,
Yeah.
Anyway,
We were happy for you.
yeah, it sounded like you guys were real happy for me. You know, I'm not the type of guy that kicks my friends when they're down.
I was people's elbow off the top rope while you were down. So that's how I roll.
You know, I'm always there for support when my friends have opposition
You can't do the people's elbow from the top rope.
Why not?
because it doesn't work that way. It's
Isn't it just an elbow drop? Isn't that what the
no,
people's elbow
It
is?
isn't.
There's a
I'm
lot more.
There's
that
a lot
goes
more
into
to it. You got to
dude.
rip your elbow pad off and everything. Throw it in the crowd. You got to
So,
take your elbow.
Is there a
pad,
difference
you gotta
between a
rip it off.
flying
I'm
elbow
probably
and an
wrong
elbow
about
drop
this.
and a people's elbow?
You are.
It's
You're-
not just all
It's a double
striking
axe
someone?
handle is different too off the top
Steve,
rope.
you're very right on this. You gotta kick the person's arm.
You gotta kick his arm. You gotta run back over. You gotta knock him down, run over the road, step over top of him, come back over, stand over top of him, kick him a little bit, rip the elbow off. And I'm missing something here because there's so much nuance to the people's elbow that makes this such a devastating blow.
Whose move is that?
The Rock.
Is the Rock?
Yes.
I don't know.
But when that elbow finally drops after all of that buildup, it's devastating. Now, if a guy is in a match and a guy's laying down and he just drops an elbow on him, not so much.
Okay.
But you get that run, throw the elbow, because you got to make
Okay.
sure you
I'm
can't
sorry.
hit him with the elbow
I'm getting on the. I'm
with
getting
the
on the
elbow
Googles.
pad.
You can't. I mean, there's all little. He's a little shoulder shake in there. There's a little kick with his. I mean, there's all these little. I can't do it. I can kind of see it in my head, but
I
you know,
think I could do it.
you think you could do the people's elbow just like The Rock?
I think I could.
Okay, so
I'd probably trip on the person when I was trying to jump over top of him.
the people's elbow. It's an 8-minute video. It takes 8 minutes to wind up. To
Is it
drop
a
an elbow.
compilation of multiple people's
yeah,
elbows?
97 to 98. It looks like.
Oh,
Oh yeah, and I'm sure it. You know, depending on what
it probably evolved.
it probably evolved because you know. Did you know that? You
The
see it?
Rock's best ever people's elbow.
Oh, this is probably one where he added a little bit more to it, even maybe.
Oh, kick him. Yep, stands over the top, untucks his shirt.
Oh,
takes
he's
off
wearing
his
his shirt.
Throws his sunglasses. Oh, he's on the ropes. He's over the top, off the ropes. He slides. Whoa! Epic! Oh, I can smell what he's cooking through my phone. Yeah, that was pretty good. I'll give him that. So when Steve is on the ground, I like to do a variation of an elbow to his face off the top rope.
Gotcha,
Not
yes.
necessarily the people's elbow.
Oh,
now,
okay.
don't get me wrong. My people's elbow, I'm going to shuffle a little bit. I'm going to give him a little kick. I'm going to take off the grandpa sweater, make sure I don't spill my Werther's Originals out of the pockets. You know what I mean? Pop a couple of Metformin, and I'm going to get after it. But
You know, the original Stone Cold Stunner, he didn't do the kick to the belly at first. If you go back ways, he just ripped it. He just turned and bam.
now that's where he grabs the head and then basically smashes his chin on his shoulder, right?
Yeah, but
Okay.
but first you kick him in the belly, and then they bend over, and then you turn around.
Oh,
'cause
yeah,
they-
you got to get him
Boom!
into position.
Oh yeah. And then you swear and flip him off.
I'm sorry. I would be I look at him and he's the whole biker vest and all that. And I'm like, it's a leather biker vest and a little black Speedo.
Yeah.
And I think more like Village People than I do like hardcore wrestler. I don't know.
I understand by appearance how it would
Right.
feel that way.
Right.
Yep. It was more of his mouth.
Right.
Yeah.
His mouth, his attitude, his walk, his presence, his shit talking, beer
shit.
drinking, all of that put together.
Steve is getting a chubby.
Was he the one? Was he the one that opened up a can of whoop ass?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
he drank a couple Steve Weisers,
Steve
smashed them together, pour them all over himself. He could catch a beer like
That's
no
just-
other. They'd
He
throw
could
those
catch a
beers
beer.
into him from the.
That dude was an athlete.
Oh, he's amazing.
Yeah. They're throwing beers
I watched
from
an
30
old
feet
episode.
away.
I watched an old episode yesterday. It's so freaking great. Triple H is waiting in a car and he's waiting for Stone Cold to run out in front of him, so that Triple H can obviously run him over and kill him.
Yes.
Because that's what
Yeah,
they're
that's
gonna
what you do.
you're gonna kill him.
Yeah.
But while Stone Cold doesn't come out where he's supposed to come out, and Triple H is like, "Where the hell is he?" And all of a sudden, a forklift truck pulls up to the car. It's one of those ones that would put like roofing shingles on top of a roof. I mean, it'll lift it something way
Right.
up. And Stone Cold's driving it, and he picks the car up, and Triple H is in it, and he picks it up as far as he can, and he just dumps it, and this car just falls. I was like, he killed him. How did I know because that Triple H survived because he's still alive today, but how did he not kill Triple H?
I was watching that the next WWE Superstar, whatever, the reality show where everybody's competing, and I watched that day where they trained on the forklift. That was a great episode. They all learned how to, propane versus electric, and that hard tire versus soft tire. It was pretty cool.
Austin could drive anything because he's a working class man. He's going up against the corporate.
Yeah.
The man,
Yeah, with his bedazzled skull vest. Yeah, it's a man's man.
Jason,
You ever watched his show that he has, his competition show that he has?
That was a while ago. I did, I think back then, and yeah, but not much. I'm more of a YouTube. I like his YouTube stuff.
Jason McClinclock just joined and said, "I'm here, guys. You can start."
Welcome, everybody, to episode 205 from McClintlock. Yeah, I said it right.
McClintock. Right?
Yeah. I had a couple people call me out on butchering their names.
Oh, you're dumb. So,
I don't know why people get mad at me. They should get mad at their parents.
whatever happened to naming your kid John?
Yeah.
Because you'd be like, yep, it's Gahan. No, it's John, you dumbass.
Yeah, it's when we had kids, I told Courtney, we ain't doing none of this crazy shit.
Right.
We're not naming our kid freaking Meadow or Stream or some shit. Right. It's going to be old school. Katarzyna, which is my great-great-grandmother. Catherine is, up the twist on that. It's going to be that and Claire. And she says, I don't know about Claire. I said, I'm the man. I picked the name. And she was like, okay, because that's what, Courtney's submissive.
Right. Which is why you were in Alpena last week and not with us.
Because I wanted to go snowmobiling.
So, two things you got to
She
understand.
didn't want to go. I was like, bullshit, we're going.
You're not having these kids without me. And two, I determine whether or not they're a boy or a girl. It's my chromosome. So, I get to name them.
Yep.
It's just science. Don't
I
be mad at me,
refuse-
be mad at biology.
And I chose to have girls because I can control that. And the reason I didn't want boys is I was afraid that, because if I had a boy and he was a pussy, I wouldn't love him. And there's a good chance in today's society with all the weird stuff they're getting in the milk and everything that he would turn out to be a big pussy and he'd be a soy boy. And I was like, I wouldn't be able to love him. So I made sure I had girls. All right. You guys got anything else before we move into toy news?
I don't know where to start.
Oh. No, I think we're good. You got anything, Pete? I mean,
Oh, I do want to say, just a quick update. My wife is feeling great. I've got a ton of listeners have reached out and sent their well wishes and checked in on her and stuff. I appreciate that very much. Talked to the orthopedic guy, the pro, and he said she's going to be absolutely fine. No deficits, nothing. It just takes time to heal. It's non-displaced, no surgery, no nothing. He said if you got to break your back, this is the way to do it. So she's still uncomfortable, and obviously she's still in pain, and that's going to happen for a while. But again, not having to do surgery or anything like that is awesome. So she's on the mend, and like I said, I appreciate all the kind words and the thoughts and vibes and whatnot.
So how do you break your wife's back then? Because the doctor said that was the way to do it. What's the technique?
I just don't let her throw away the shoes that you told her to throw away the first time she fell, the same way a week and a half
Where'd she
prior.
fall?
Porch stairs.
Okay.
So, but now I'm like Bruno Mars, man,
Did she
locked
land
out of
down?
heaven.
Did
'cause
she
I
land
can't-
down the stairs
Yeah.
like I did?
Yeah.
She must. It's lucky I'm fatter because I had more squish.
That cushion.
All right. Well, we're glad she's on the mend. We're glad things are going well.
Yes, thank you.
I'd like to get a haircut, so dollars.
Look at me. Okay.
I got lucky. I got in like 2 days before it happened.
Well, so my mom was a cosmetologist, and my wife is a cosmetologist, and I can count on one hand the time that people that were not my mother or my wife have cut my hair. 37 years old. So now I'm kind of like, what the fuck am I going to do? You know?
I'll cut your hair.
I know you will. So
Look at that shit. Don't you just get like a quarter and?
no, because she fades it, and it's 3 different sizes, and does my neckline, and she does fancy shit. I tell her just to shave it all off because I'm balding, or I'm bald. I'm not even balding anymore. I'm past that. I'm bald, and she still does what she wants to do.
You still got an island with an oasis in the island.
Yeah, well, I've got a fucking a hole back here, and
Yeah, and then you've got an island, and then
Oh,
in
it's
the
bad.
island there's a bare spot. So you've
it's
got like
fucking bad.
an oasis in the island.
It's like a castle with a moat. It's terrible. So
What are you looking at,
the
Trav?
difference is I'm just shaving my head and coming to grips with it. You're just trying to comb it different to hide it from everybody.
Yeah, dude, right here,
Thin as shit.
it's looking thin.
Yeah, like a crack whore thin.
Listen, I'm not going to entertain this. I know what you're trying to do. It's hurtful. It's mean.
What was really embarrassing is every half mile on the snowmobile trip last week, they'd take off his helmet and make sure no hair had come off inside the helmet.
Inspected the helmet.
Nope, we're good. Let's keep going.
We can go farther.
Yep.
All right.
It was a hard dilemma. It's like, well, the helmet's going to pull on the hair, but if I don't wear a helmet, the wind's going to blow it.
Toy news.
Toy news.
What you got, Trav?
If you are a Mythic Legions fan, it is the time to be voting for All Stars 4.0.
Did you vote?
I have not voted yet.
I did. Did you vote, Pete?
I did not. Nope. I've been reading a lot on the Cabal because I want to make sure that I am swayed by the right people. So I've been reading a lot of that, but
I voted.
there's only one of
Twice.
those. I think I only have 1 or 2 of those figures out of the entire thing. So I'm of the mindset of, okay, whatever. I'm gonna buy them all.
The only travesty is if something gets voted in there that's actually available on Big Bag Toy Store.
What I-
That's
you
the
know,
only
I'm-
travesty.
Here's the deal. I mean, if you look at that list, realistically, Frosty is going to be number 1. Everybody knows that. You know, so then it's just picking the other rest of the wave. So
Steve, do you want to tell us who you picked?
I can. If I can remember them all. Kador.
I'm telling you right now, dude, this is wishes don't come true when you fucking tell people.
Well, everybody. Okay, so everybody's. Actually, I'm seeing a lot of the same stuff.
Yeah.
There's a few ones that are kind of flipping in and out, but I'm seeing a lot of stuff. So,
Well, I think there's definitely a favored 8.
I think if Vetus doesn't get in, it's because of the bots. Because I don't think I've seen one person not vote for Vitus, whatever you want to say.
Vitus.
Okay, whatever. Whatever you guys want to say. I'll support you no matter what.
It's easy to remember. Just, hey, we always go, Steve always goes to Alpina and he never invite us. So it's easy to remember.
You don't want to go to Alpina. I voted for Vetus twice. I voted for Kador twice.
How are you voting twice?
Because Courtney bought something for me from Source Horseman.
Nice.
So she got the email because she's on the... Actually, to tell you the truth, I didn't vote twice because she was actually very protective that she gets to make the votes.
Really?
And Steve is so alpha, he let her. So
The only thing I did put my foot down is she wanted to vote for
Ragna.
no, one of the other ones that's available on Big Bad Toy Store. I can't remember exactly. And I'm like, no, don't. I was like, she's like, what? And I'm like, I can buy that on Big Bad Toy Store. She's like, oh, okay.
For $15 more.
But she did vote for Vetus, and so did I. So there you go. She did vote for Kador, and so did I.
The difference between Courtney and Amanda would have A, never bought anything for me, B, never even saw the email because she doesn't check her email, and 3, if she did, she would have just deleted it. So
She might have asked you what Mythic Legions was.
no.
I voted.
It's probably Dice.
I voted for Clavian. I voted for Halmar. I changed it. Originally at your house, I said I was going to vote for
Both are. Yeah.
but I changed it to Halmar.
Good choice.
I voted for Owain.
How many votes do you get?
6.
6.
I'm trying to think of who my 6th vote is. Oh, Urku. Because I want to,
Yeah.
You
Army
can-
build them.
Is it going to be
Army build or have green work bodies.
Yeah.
Is it going to be a? By the way, you're stupid because your Gothrock wasn't on your list.
Gothrak's hard to paint. I mean, unless you're going to do a dark colored orc,
He's so beautiful though. Why
he's
would you
beautiful.
Ever paint him?
I love, and I don't want to screw him up.
Yeah.
And I've already got one.
Yeah, you're stupid. So is it going to be one of those again? They take the top 6 and then throw in like 2 bonuses, make an 8-figure wave, or
We don't know the answer to that. I
'Cause
mean, we know somebody that might know the answer, but I'm gonna guess he don't even know the answer.
I think he's
so-
watching.
He is.
oh,
watching.
he says it's Vetus.
Yes, we know.
Does he say? Does he?
No,
I can't
we all
see
said
it.
Vitus, Travis.
Yeah, it's Vitus.
No, Cornboy himself says Vetus.
Ha! Thanks,
Yeah.
Corn Boy.
He is saying it wrong.
How stupid are you?
Vitus.
Vitus.
I'm pretty sure I started saying Vetus after I heard Corn Boy say Vetus on one of our shows.
I doubt it. That seems like a not real smart thing.
Why would you want this badass character named Fetus? Seriously, what in the hell? It's Vitus. If you picked between those two names, which one is cooler, Vitus or Vetus? Cody?
Vetus. Haha, Cody goes. to
Vetus Zayn, get the fuck out of here.
Courtney also voted for Helmer. Did I say that? So I've got.
I used to really like Cody.
Cody was a good guy until about 8 minutes ago.
I didn't like Cody at all, but he's growing on me. I was like, I'll use the hell out of that bitch to make her show better, but I don't really like him. He always looks at me kind of funny.
We all look at you funny. So get your votes in. Make sure they count. Make sure not only so here's the key to voting. So here is the key to voting successfully for the Mythic Legion All-Star Wave.
Coming from a guy who hasn't done it yet.
So you have to vote for your 6 favorite characters, okay? Then post up on the Cabal what figures you voted for, and then as people reply, tell them that they're wrong for not voting the same as you, and then make some sort of a campaign poster regarding one of your top people that you want, and then go on other people's vote posts and tell them they're wrong for not agreeing with you. So that's all you got to do to vote.
I actually think all that's kind of fun.
Oh, a lot of the campaign stuff is fun, but there's a lot of stupid people.
There's
out
some
there.
people that seem to come off like they're taking a little bit too seriously.
They're stupid.
I mean, come on. Yeah. But a lot of it's really fun, I think.
I think a lot of that stuff's fun. There's some weird stuff going on, but so speaking of nerds, CB just said it's Halmir.
Helmir. Okay.
Halmir. CB, if you're gonna watch this whole thing and fix everything that Steven says wrong, holy crap, you're gonna do a lot of typing, dude.
I can't wait. I'm learning here. I like it.
Halmir.
Daddy's taking us to school. I like it.
I've been naughty. Daddy needs to spank me.
So, speculation. Is there going to be a Motu character, tribute figures involved in this? What do you think, Trav? Speculate.
No.
Pete? You don't even know why I'm asking, do you?
You said He-Man, and I dozed off for a second. I don't think this round. No, I don't think there's going to be. But so Steven, if you were to say, hey, these are the next two that I want, who are they?
I want to see an Orko, and I've wanted to see an Orko for a long time because I think, and the only reason is I don't really want to see an Orko. I just have got this thing that I think Calavius's helmet painted right could be, because of the hat and everything, could look like Orko. It's got the round face. It's got the round cage face.
I don't think he can say anything stupid.
No, I'm serious. The Horseman could do a badass Orko theme figure with that helmet. I know they can. I got
by the way,
faith in them.
Corn Boy, if you don't name him Porco, I'm going to be so pissed.
And I want to see that. It's silly.
Travis is going to call it Perku.
It's silly, and I want to see Travis on his knees when he sees it and saying, "Steve was right. This is fucking cool."
I totally can envision what you're describing, and I get it. You put that helmet on a goblin,
Give him some blue arms.
But
Dude.
Yeah, but Orko? Seriously,
Yes.
that's where you go.
The
You could have
figure
said
will be
Fisto.
badass.
Oh.
They turned Cringer into a cat. Come on, we can make Orko into a badass. We can do it.
Did he just call Calros Cringer?
Yeah.
I thought it was Battle Cat.
Well, he doesn't have his helmet on, so I'm calling him Cringer. And Cringer's the coward. Cowros, Cringer. I'm saying Cringer.
That's what we call most of the episodes with you on.
And he comes with two
Cringers.
shields because he's freaking scared of everything. It's Cringer. That's my opinion. So,
What would you ask for, Peter?
and my second one.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, because you're always so caring to make sure that I get my opinion in on questions.
Steve, what would your second one be?
This is a popular one, but you guys know how I feel about Fisto. And now that we're going to have that Maximus head, or is it, what's his name? Maxim? Samus?
You're asking me?
What's that guy's name? It looks like Fisto, though.
Yeah, he's amazing looking.
Yeah, in a
Yeah.
purple and silver paint job with a purple fist painted from like the gauntlet down to here. Tits.
All right. So now that Steven's been wrong, a troll scale shadow beast. Is that what you call it? Shadow beast? Is
Yeah.
there a shadow something?
Yeah.
Okay. So, and then the Horde Warlock thing. What am I talking about? Help me out.
You're talking about
You're like a sorcerer?
the classics, that big it's a Horde trooper, but it looks like a
Shadow Wraith?
yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not
And
popular enough.
it's a shadow 2-pack. Shadow Beast and Shadow Wraith.
Two obscure characters
I love that
that
they
only
also-
the hardcore fans
One
know.
is troll. One is troll scale, and the other one is.
I love that Steve. Those are
ogre scale.
Pete goes to those. He has never seen them in any kind of cartoon movie. He goes, but those two figures are awesome.
They're cool figures.
Yeah,
You know.
and 90% of the people won't know they're Motu tribute figures.
Right. Well, okay. Oh, I mean, obviously, buzz off. You know what I mean? I mean, that's.
I'll take a buzz
know?
off.
Yeah, you would.
Travis, come on. Get that creativity, that Travis creativity flowing. Some Motu characters, come on. We got something.
Oh, they're going to be bad guys. I think a Beast Man would be cool.
Beastman, I would go a Beastman, but I like. So what do you just paint an orc in Beastman colors? I don't really know if I like that so much. So I don't really care. I don't.
What is the? No. I want a.
Seriously, good.
Such a bitch. You
What
are
is the-
such a bitch.
What's Tila's horse?
Charger.
No.
You're-
the
listen
one
to
with
you.
the wings.
You really knew her horses.
Well, it's a unicorn in some of the early
No.
things, but it's
It was
Charger.
God damn it.
You're thinking a She-Ra's horse.
Yes.
Swiftwind?
Swiftwind.
Yeah.
They can do a Swiftwind now.
I like that.
They can.
That
You
would
know?
be cool.
Maybe gay, but they can do it.
I don't really. I don't need Swiftwind, but because of knowing how great those horses are going to be, I mean, you've actually held one, right? I could see Swiftwind being awesome. I could see that being so cool. Yeah.
Would be really good with Dorina.
Yeah, that would be really neat. But I do think too that is one that's a little bit of a because we've talked about it, and they kind of are balancing what's okay and what's not okay. And they've got obviously a good relationship with Mattel, but I think if they did a Swiftwind, I mean, it would be Swiftwind, right? I mean, it literally would have to just be Swiftwind.
Well,
if you painted one of their horses the colors of Swiftwind, I mean, that's Swiftwind, right?
It would literally be hard to do an homage character when it just is the character.
Right. You would literally be you could take that.
What if they don't make it a unicorn?
True.
And they don't give it wings.
Or if they made a helmet with the unicorn spike instead of it making it a unicorn.
They've never made new parts for a Motu homage.
Yeah.
They've always used existing.
So it could be like you're saying. It really could be just don't have the wings, don't have the, and then okay, that makes a little bit more sense.
He's gonna show us Arrow. That's Bo's horse, Arrow. That one's actually the Horseman did for Masters of the Universe Classics. Comes with a set of wings in the box, but in the cartoon, he didn't have wings. There you go. So you could either do the wings like the toy version had, or you can have it walking around with no wings like the cartoon showed.
Nick said Scareglow.
Scareglow would be cool, but I'm just Scareglowed out.
Yeah, me too. I don't want to have to buy another Scareglow.
Scareglow would be huge.
So Hagnon with
yeah,
Hagnon
they
with
could do.
Skeletor
That's an
armor.
easy one.
Felipe said.
Oh yeah, that's not gay.
Philippe said, "Good call, Pete. Shadow Beast would be awesome."
Yeah, I know. That's why I said it.
And then Nick said, "Those are the most obscure characters."
That's how I roll, Nick.
I agree with that. Strider
fun
with Fisto, that would be pretty cool.
The fun part is about that again, and I'm not even being a Motu guy. Seeing the Motu guys get excited, the Mythic Legions guys who are also Motu fans get excited about those homage characters, or what did you said a different word for them? Not homage. You said tribute characters. And they picked a property that there's no shortage of stuff to pay tribute to.
So there's no shortage.
Especially thanks to them.
And no shortage of crossover fans.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. Right. I don't know too many Mythic Legions fans that
aren't He-Man.
At least like it.
Mm-hmm.
Right. They're warped, all of them. So.
But it is a perfect kind of transition. That's why it works. So we'll see. All Stars is up. Go check it out. Marvel just dropped. Hasbro just dropped what's called the Villains Wave. Have you guys seen the pictures?
The screaming head guy, like being a Kyle in Target and whatnot.
Yeah. Yep. The Cloak, I think his name was.
Who's the guy with the dildos?
Yeah.
Is that him?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a Charlie Carden figure.
It is I liked him in the comics, but I'm like, really? This is where we're going? But there's a few figures in there I really like. I like the arcade. Gosh, there's maybe one more
Cody's
that I really
got some
like.
up on the screen.
Oh, perfect. I actually like the Ames Scientist Supreme. I do like him, but I also can understand why people would be like,
"Nah."
Yeah,
it's a very retro look.
Yes.
As a cool design, I like it.
What's the build a figure?
So it's a character that was a villain from like Hulk, She-Hulk. I honestly have never.
What is it?
It's like a big Sasquatch look. It's probably an alien or something.
Sasquatch?
Like Yeti kind of.
Sasquatch or Sasquatch.
Sasquatch.
The Wendigo?
I do love the Doom, but really,
it's just a repaint of the other Doom,
yeah,
isn't it?
And I love him in that. I will say I love Lady Deathstrike. I love Lady Deathstrike. I love my X-Men, and is a great Wolverine villain. So I'm excited about her.
She's also a Daredevil villain too, right?
Yeah, she's kind of made the rounds a little bit.
Are they seeing this on YouTube too, Cody? No. Oh.
Just us. The Hood. God, that's dumb. It's the Hood, not the Cloak. Sorry. The Hood. I'm like, Dormammu, even though it's more of like a comic accurate, not the anyway. Why? I love Red Skull, but I'm also like, how many Red Skulls? Now, someone that read him dressed like that, I could understand why they'd want that.
It's a classic.
Yes,
look.
it's very
I've seen that
classic.
uniform
Yep.
a million times.
It's this green like Hydra,
Yeah.
you know.
The arcade figure is probably the only one that I would even be interested in, only because I read Avengers Arena.
Yes.
So
And who's the villain in that? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's a weird wave to me, and I just kind of look at it and go, there's so much more stuff out there, and that's the route you go. The BAF, you guys.
That
No.
Wendigo doesn't look as cool as other Wendigos I've seen. Does it?
No.
no,
Okay.
it's weird.
And I don't, like I said, I don't. Now, if you're crazy like me, I mean, I might look at that and go, you know what? That might end up working pretty good with Cosmic Legions. But
Yeah.
then again,
Because you're probably not going to get any of those figures.
yeah, probably not.
So you probably should get,
More to go with them.
more to go with them.
Dude, you could say all that you want, but I'm telling you, I like that skull, actually.
I've seen your diorama.
Mhm.
You don't have room for a diorama anymore because you got so many damn customs.
I know. It's bad. But the Ragaroo,
I love that Fury Orc, though.
dude, the Ragaroo, like all the big creature replica, I think is what that thing, the werewolf, they look awesome. They look awesome with
Hey,
Mythic
what's
Legions.
that? Go back.
Civil Warrior Captain America?
I can't remember. I don't
It
think
looks like
it was
he's got
Civil War.
it looks like he's got a Tony Stark shield in the middle of his, or
He does. I can't remember the
wonder-
Civil Warrior Captain America is what it says.
I wonder how that-
that's what he said.
I wonder how that
I
shield
said
got
Civil War.
scratched.
No, he said Civil Warrior because he knows how to read. So it's like an Iron Man cap.
I wonder how
Yeah.
that shield got scratched. It's vibranium, so
Am I-
that means
am I-
that means the paint on the shield can't get scratched.
I can't believe that they wouldn't have cleaned that before releasing the figure.
That whole stupid. We're talking about a thread that existed somewhere where
Yeah.
somebody was curious about how the hell, and they didn't bring up the fact that he was talking about how dirty the shield got and how it got clean again. I think, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they didn't bring up the fact that it was also blue at one point, blue and silver, and I'm like, it's paint.
And they didn't bring up the fact that it also got scratched the shit out of by Black Panther. So
That did happen.
It did happen.
Yep.
Vibranium.
what
against
do you have
vibranium.
in your mouth?
I'm not telling you. It's a piece of plastic I picked up off the floor.
It's annoying as shit.
He is such a redneck.
God.
This piece of plastic on the floor. I think I'll put it in my mouth and chew on it. What the fuck is wrong with you? Well, I can see why somebody would chew on it. I can see why somebody wouldn't, so I'll just give it a try.
Yep.
Christina Torres says they need to make DC homage figures, and I'm pretty sure is she related to Alex Torres?
Yeah, it's his
I've met
beautiful
her.
wife.
She was a super sweetheart, and then she said that
It's probably Alex
underneath his wife's
because,
name.
well, that
He's trying to
happened-
pick a fight
That happened to me.
underneath his wife's name.
Hey, real quick, Philippe has said, are we going to talk about the MK trailer, Mortal Kombat? Did you guys get a
I haven't
chance to see
seen
it?
No, I don't care.
Cody, can you pull up a Mortal Kombat trailer on this television?
We won't be able to
Won't
hear
be
it.
able to hear
No
it.
audio? Okay. Well, let's watch it with no audio, and we will comment on it with no audio.
Right now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought, okay.
Eric Bertram
Let's
says,
just
"Good
change
old oral
gears."
fixation.
I like to have something in my mouth. What
Doesn't
can I
matter
say?
if you're 2 or if you're 42. You still
I was-
pick up shit off the floor and put it in your mouth."
Are we done here talking about these? Because I was going to bring up
Go for it.
that for those of you who don't know, Panthro and Lino are back up, available. So if you wanted to buy a Thunder Tank and you're like, but I don't have Panthro and Lino, this sucks, and the aftermarket prices got you down, you can now go back and buy them, and they're supposed to be exactly the same as the first release, from what I have been seeing. So that's cool. You're going to be able to get your hands on those. I don't know if that'll help sales. I can't imagine it would hurt them.
Okay, we are now pulling up the Mortal Kombat trailer.
Hold on,
Oh.
while he's doing that, we're gonna switch gears for a quick second, because you talk about that Panthro and the Thundercat stuff, the drama that goes right along with it. So we're gonna talk about it right now.
Oh, we've got some drama for this?
There's some drama for this. Tommy
We are all over
Firestone.
we are a case of ADD today.
We are. Tommy Firestone of the Firestone Fortune. Remember when those tires were killing people? This is why Super 7 is lapping Four Horsemen in revenue and popularity, product availability, and it's a share of them re-releasing these figures. So, somebody asked me to weigh in on the topic, and I said I would say congrats to everyone for their success because everything else I say hurts people's feelings.
What a bitch.
So, well, when you've got a best friend who's trying to get you beat up by a toy owner because he's an unloyal asshole, you tend to mark your words a little bit better.
Not true. I was there for you.
So, here's what, like Chandler. So,
I was there for you every step of the way.
So-
If that shit would have got out of hand,
You would have been right there.
dude, I was only going to let it go so far. If that shit would have got out of hand, I'd have been like, listen, Bobby, I really respect you and I think you're a great success, but Pete's been with me for like a few years now, and you're not going to talk to him like that, so if you don't settle down,
whatever helps you sleep at night. So,
I'm going to put you on mute, and then I'm going to blast you on the Facebook.
here's
That's what would have happened if it would have got too far.
I appreciate you. So, and we'll never know. Never mind. Never mind. So what I have to say to that, my honest opinion is, so right out of the gate, Super 7 needs to sell more, because it costs Super 7 more because they're having to pay for other people's properties. The Four Horsemen aren't paying rights for use to anything Mythic Legions.
Yeah, I read Cornboy's post too.
Oh, did he post that?
It got deleted.
Similar.
The post got pulled down. The post did get pulled down, but Cornboy replied.
He said a lot of that.
Yeah.
He said a lot of
okay.
It was good. It was Cornboy educating.
Right. And I honestly didn't see that.
Well,
I
'cause-
screenshot mine, and then
Someone else sent it to me.
Well, somebody else tagged me in it, and I went to look, and the post was gone.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, you've got it when you're paying licensing fees, you have to make more money. So you have to sell more product to make more money, and Four Horsemen's doing exactly what they want to do. So,
Well, I don't know understand what the point of it all is, anyways, because they do the All Stars releases. I mean, I'm assuming he's saying this is why Super 7's more successful because they're letting you in on the figures that you missed out on. Blah blah blah. Well,
Yeah.
so is the Horseman.
I mean, okay, let's be honest. Isn't what Super 7 is doing
Kind of copying.
the Horseman?
If anything, it would be doing it after because they've been doing that. Their first All Stars wave was years ago.
Super 7 is literally following the Horseman's blueprint. And the Horseman might be following someone else's, but regardless. Now,
It doesn't really matter who's following who.
Yeah.
no,
Yes.
sell your product. When people like it, they buy it. That's awesome. Good for everybody.
It's funny when someone comes out and says something like that. The reality of it is he might not have actually been trying to be trollish or
No, he very well may have been like, man, I really wish I could get my hands on these Four Horsemen figures. I wish they'd re-release them.
yes.
Because maybe he doesn't know.
And I think it was just one of those things that when he worded it, he came off.
He came off extremely uneducated and stupid sounding. Yeah. And to go one step further, Matty Collector, years before this, they used to have He-Man, Skeletor, Battle Cat, and Panthro were all evergreen.
But no Cringer? Just Battle
No
Cat?
Cringer. No, Cringer's no. Just Battle Cat. But you could buy those main characters anytime off Matty Collector. I mean, this isn't
Right.
new.
In this world, it's other than the content, the business side of things has been done. Somebody's done it a certain way, whether good or bad, or it worked or it didn't work. Nobody's completely reinventing the wheel here.
Right.
Everybody's using the parts that works best for their company, and that's how they're presenting their product.
It's like this podcast. We're doing a toy podcast. We just do it weirder and worse than everybody else.
We weren't the first person to do a podcast.
And especially not the first to do a shitty one.
We're not the smartest people to do a podcast. Not the best looking. We're not the thinnest. We're not anything. What are we still doing here?
Another fun little.
You're losers. It just dawned on me. You're all losers. You have nothing better to do on a Sunday morning than sit and listen to us.
Goes back to you. Look in the mirror.
I'm kidding. We appreciate you. Well, all but one of you, but I'm not going to point out which one because everybody wants to fight me. And so.
I love the caveat too that this guy is saying that this is what the Horsemen should do when Super 7 literally paid the Horsemen to sculpt those.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
And
dude,
also,
wow,
while
man.
they're running an All Stars campaign to
release,
they
figures
just
that people
delivered
wanted.
they just delivered All Stars a couple of weeks ago, literally.
and a beautiful wave.
Yeah,
A beautiful wave.
and they're in the middle of getting another one kicked off.
Right.
And it's
That
like,
will be even better.
this guy either has to be a troll or is just completely new and doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah. Like I said, I think too it's just a little bit of he was like Pete said, I kind of wish I could get, Atlas and anyway, so
And besides, as an adult, Tommy, come on, you're either Tom or Thomas. You're a grown man. You know what I mean?
all right, let's watch this Mortal Kombat trailer with no sound.
That sounds fun. Hopefully there's subtitles or something. Well, I can't see it anymore.
So we're about to watch a Red Brand trailer. As this gets going, either of you Mortal Kombat players?
Ooh. There is subtitles.
On a mission to Brazil to capture a wanted fugitive.
Ooh, that guy's cool. That's Sub-Zero, I bet.
We are seeing Sub-Zero remove Jax's arms.
Oh, she's hot.
Strong
Yep.
female.
Sonya Blade. We got a guy we've never seen before. Looks like a new character.
No, isn't that the...
You're thinking Johnny, right?
Yeah.
No.
No, it isn't.
He goes by a different name, although it could end up being Johnny. I've heard some really weird things about why people are guessing Johnny isn't in the movie. Baraka?
Because he's doing Cobra Kai, isn't he?
Well, this guy's a...
Raiden?
Did see a Raiden, yep.
I got to be honest, there's only a few characters I know from...
Understandable.
I wasn't a big Mortal Kombat player.
Well, this is Scorpion.
Oh, he doesn't look like it.
No, this is Scorpion prior to obviously being in his
His yellow
Yeah,
and
it's his
black
costume.
See, I always loved. He was like one of my favorites. If I was playing, I was always
Get over here!
yes.
Get over here. I love him too.
And apparently, he says that at one point in this.
Yes, that definitely is.
Oh, he's got metal arms now.
Yes. Cody, have you seen this trailer? No. It looks very karate, a lot of blood. Definitely are seeing people die.
I just don't. To me, Mortal Kombat doesn't have a story.
It does,
It's just
but
a
it's
two-person fighting game, and it's hard to
Ooh,
make
he
that
looks
into
cool.
Gorgon.
I don't remember. I remember.
Gorgamon
Ooh, there
or
he is in
something.
the yellow, right?
Yeah.
Reptile.
This is
Oh, that's
actually
right. I
this
forgot
is-
there was a green one.
This is Scorpion and Sub-Zero fighting. The costumes, I think, look amazing.
They do. The designs, I think, look very fun.
It's pretty cool how he cut the guy, and as the blood flew out, he turned into a blood sickle and then stabbed him with it.
Pretty awesome, huh?
Yeah.
Some
It just
fatalities going on.
It just looks like gratuitous violence. It doesn't look like there's a story there.
Kind of like it.
The story is very convoluted. It doesn't make a lot of sense. But the premise basically is there's this tournament. Whoever wins the tournament kind of has, like, I don't want to say godlike powers, but they rule over this realm. Blah, blah, blah. Lots of crazy stuff. Blood, violence. Yeah.
Sounds stupid. If I'm only being honest with you, it sounds stupid.
It probably is. It looks like it might be eye candy and fun to watch. Just crazy shit happen.
I will say if you played the video game, you're probably pretty excited about this movie. There's things in it that I think are kind of making fans a little, like Kano. Some people are like, Kano looks too small, and the fact that Johnny isn't there. Johnny is kind of, I would say, a fan favorite, but Johnny's also kind of that egocentrical male like role,
Yeah.
like
That everybody loves. I mean, let's face it. That was what The Rock is. That's, there's a lot of huge awesomeness of egocentrical male ass kickers that we are apparently toxic nowadays that everybody wants to root for. I know I do. I want one so bad. I need a hero.
Goro, yes. Christina wants to know if we looked at the Snyder Cut newest trailer.
I did. I don't know if what's new and what's not. Is it all new? It's been so long since I've seen. I saw that movie once.
Yeah.
I never watched it again. Is that the one that has Martha, or is that Batman versus
That's Batman
Superman?
versus Superman.
Okay.
I didn't watch the trailer, honestly, because about a year or so ago, I shit. And I tried to polish that turd all weekend, and it just ended up still being a turd. So I did not watch the Snyder's Cut.
There is one scene that hit me from that movie that I'll never forget, and I thought it was awesome. And it is a throwaway thing. It's when Aquaman is leaning up against something, and he sits on Wonder Woman's lasso.
Only redeeming point of that entire movie.
And he has to tell the truth, and he's saying how much he likes and respects everybody. That's the only scene I'm like, that was fucking great.
Yeah.
Whoever wrote that joke, that was great.
And just so you guys know, Kevin Feige emailed that to them. He was like, "Hey, maybe you guys this might be funny if you should do that." That's the only.
I love how Alex is signed on under his wife's name because he's like, these guys won't talk to me anymore. But I know if I come on under a hot chick's name, they will read everything I say. Alex, we know it's you, buddy. We know it's you. Christopher Kelly made a great comment here. He goes, let's be honest, do we really like the Mortal Kombat trailer, or is it because we haven't seen trailers for new movies in a while?
There's definitely, but I was never a trailer guy anyways. I watched too many trailers where the entire movie was in it. So, and I'm still mad about showing me Hulk in Thor Ragnarok in that trailer.
That trailer wouldn't drag me out to the theater.
No.
I'll watch that movie when it's, I can rent it or something. But it's not like I'm in love with that trailer, so I don't know. But maybe it's because like I've said, I was a Street Fighter 2 kid. I wasn't a Mortal Kombat as much.
Mortal Kombat was on Sega Genesis, and I didn't have a Sega Genesis.
I had them both because I think I was working and I could afford to buy my own shit by that time, and so I had them both. But I don't remember ever owning Mortal Kombat.
What job did you have at 8 years old?
Well, I'm older than you,
Well, not by that much.
Wasn't Sega Genesis comparable to Nintendo 64, or was that Super Nintendo?
Super Nintendo.
Super Nintendo.
So maybe I didn't. I don't know. I know I had a Sega Genesis at some point, but I don't know if it was later down the line.
I was a Sega guy, so I had a Genesis, and then probably got a Super Nintendo maybe when I was, like you said, old enough to buy, 19, 20, but it'd been out for years. Yeah.
I think I got it
Super Nintendo was still available in stores when you were 20? You're ancient.
Not 20. It was probably that I probably bought someone else's or something like that.
Oh, okay.
I know for a fact that 64 came out in 97. So that's the same year I graduated high school. So until 97, Super Nintendo and Genesis would have been the 96,
maybe like
95.
Sega Saturn or something.
And I started working in 10th.
That's what I had.
And I started working in 10th grade, so I could buy. And by then, Genesis was probably pretty cheap.
Yeah.
So it would have worked out.
Yeah.
God, you guys are old.
I got my Meyer job. Worked at Meyer.
What'd you do at Meyer?
Unloaded trucks. Because they said, I walked in, they're like, look at the physique on that kid. He's got to unload a truck or something.
Yeah, there's no way he's smart enough to do anything other than move heavy objects.
Keep him away from people.
He's a caveman. and he's notorious for ripping bras off, so he can't be by the customers.
Sell the forklift. We don't need it anymore.
But you learned how to drive it just so you could flip over Triple H's car if you ever had to.
You want to do a little bit more toy drama? It's up to you guys.
Yeah. I do.
It's been a while, right? Since you had the opportunity. I thought this was a good one. I'm going to say thank you from Matthew Dooch. Chris Burns, Masters of the Universe, buy, sell, and trade. I have a buddy who has a Bluebeard Stratos. It's a pretty rare figure, so I was wondering if anyone on here might want it before eBay gets it. We're looking for $800.
Ooh.
Won't budge.
I wouldn't budge either if it's real. Who's saying now? I'm going to guess that there is going to be a slew of people saying it's not real.
Actually, it's not that. It is the price bashing.
Price bashing? Oh, I don't think that's too bad.
John Induas gets on and said, sold for $600 after 13% fees. They got $520 minus shipping, and shares screenshots. It's funny, though, the screenshots he shares of eBay sold listings is a Bluebeard Stratos, but not wearing his armor.
Oh, it's not complete then, huh?
Yeah, and so he's trying to compare a complete one to these not ones that sold. Now, with that said, Jason Gomat gets on there and says, looks like these are all missing the armor and harness. You're really not providing anything other than your ability to not pay attention to details.
Truth.
However,
Yeah, Steve, enlighten us.
the armor and stuff is really kind of cheap to get your hands on, so it isn't adding
That much value.
like
right?
chances are the armor that's on that Bluebeard isn't the original armor that was on that Bluebeard. It's possible,
Right.
I don't know in obviously I don't know everything, so maybe there's a way to know, but I would assume that they
According
would,
to most of our listeners, you don't know anything.
I know. I would assume that they would just need long strap armor because that would be the earlier version, I would guess. But
Evan Burdett gets in there and goes, you're looking at like $100, bud.
what's that mean?
That's all that figure's worth is $100.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
dumb
fuck
too.
you. That there are people that'll tell you that figure is rarer than Wonder Bread.
Really?
I've seen one.
How can you be rarer than not
It
real?
doesn't exist. It doesn't exist.
You know that type of zebra is actually more rare than a unicorn. Really, it is.
So, I've seen one. In person, I've seen one Bluebeard in since I've been collecting, and I've seen.
Was it just an early release or a fluke?
I think it was like the very first early 8-back, and then they changed the Bluebeard. They got rid of a paint app or something, and
What's his beard now? Orange?
gray.
Gray.
This was a pretty good one. I think Pete could probably weigh in on this a little bit.
Nice.
Luke Kulikamp posted, "My wife's gonna kill me. He grabbed me some toy drama. I love you, Luke. This was a great one." Donna Matthews asked a question in the G.I. Joe classified community. Hey, Joe fans. Question. Why was my husband booted out of this group? Asking for a friend.
Because we found out that you were pegging him, because he's obviously not a man, because he's letting his wife post on Facebook asking why he got kicked out of a toy group.
Could you imagine your wife getting on G.I. Joe Uncensored or whatever and going, hey, I just wondered, my husband got kicked out of the group. Can you explain why? That's unfair.
Yeah, I can.
Could you see Amanda getting on the cabal and going, you guys be nice to my husband?
No, Courtney do that. She loves me. Courtney loves me. She knows. She knows somebody treats her little Stevie bad, she's gonna go after him.
She's gonna get in there and get him.
Yeah.
My wife would be like, yeah, he probably deserved it. What did he say, stupid ass?
Oh, funny. Oh, my gosh. Robinson VOB says, give him a spank. Maybe he did something bad. I don't know. If my wife got on and did something like that, I would not be happy.
Classic Heidi story. Heidi's a sweetheart. Heidi shows up to my house with a little gift basket for my wife, and my wife's opening it, and they're talking, oh, thank you so much. And she pulls out this little jar of mustard, and she goes, hey, what's this? And Heidi goes, oh, nope, that's mine. That's not supposed to be in there. He gave her mustard. It was so good.
That's my mustard.
Oh, classic Heidi. That was so funny.
Philippe wants to know if we're going to be backing the Spiro Toys Kickstarter 6-inch line.
Wasn't aware of it. What is this shit? Look that up. Sphero?
I'm on it.
Cody's got it. Sphero? Like Sphero?
No, Spero. like Spiro. I can't. It sounds familiar to me, but I can't picture it. Oh yes,
Animal Warriors.
yes. So these are they're 4-inch figures that they have. They're upsizing now to a 6-inch line, and they do. I know a lot of Mythic Legion collectors are very excited about this, and what do you guys think?
Are they doing 4 and 6?
They're doing 4 already, and they're now going to make them in the 6-inch scale.
Well, they say they're closer to 5 inches.
Oh, do they?
Scroll back down for me, Cody. Stop right. Oh, go back up a little bit. Right there.
Oh,
Here's
does
Gorilla
say
Bear
5.
and Buffalo. Anothane. 1/18 scale figures, but are closer to 5 inches tall, which is faithful to the comic book source material.
I almost hate to say it, but I would need to see a prototype standing next to a Mythic Legion.
I don't need to see a prototype.
No,
stand
not if
next
they're
to
only
a
almost.
Legion.
if
They're a Masters Universe origin size.
A big ass ape that's a half-inch shorter than Fastia.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense, does it?
I mean, they're cool, but
they are
they're not
cool.
going to scale.
They're neat, but they're not doing anything for me.
I do really like them.
I think they're neat, but they're just not. Something isn't grabbing me, and I don't know what it is.
That's cool.
Well, they definitely have a cartoon-ish vibe to them. Like, part of the thing for me with Legions is they're so, like, gritty. You
Right.
know, and these... But, man, I do look at some of those weapons and...
It's really creative, and I hate to be negative about anybody trying to do something creative like this. And I do see some things that I think are neat. So I'm not like saying that I don't like them at all. I'm just saying for when you're competing for the shelf space now for me in my house, it doesn't win for me. But I really hope that now that's the coolest thing I've seen so far.
We're looking at the 150K, into the Kickstarter.
The unlock, yeah.
It's a unlock, and it's a elephant.
Elephant warrior.
An armored elephant. Oh,
That's pretty cool too. Now
see, I
What's
do.
this?
I love
And
these.
they're great.
Now I'm starting to yeah.
But at 5 inches,
But are these a little bit bigger?
no, these
Oh,
are the
deluxe 5-inch
5-inch scale. Yeah, that's for a rhino and an elephant in 5-inch scale.
But I'm liking them.
Yeah, they're super cool.
See, like now we've got this Vladimir Fangtorn, which is I guess a smaller
Those are 4-inch scale. Yeah.
4-inch scale, built more like a human proportions. Those are doing nothing for me. The elephant and stuff. Now I think that's pretty cool. There was some other animals there that I don't remember, but like maybe a Cape buffalo or something we saw there.
Yep.
Cody, will you go back to the top? I want to make sure that we're actually looking at the current, and this isn't the actual Kickstarter that. Oh, guys, yeah, I think this is the original Kickstarter.
Yeah, estimated delivery of April of 2019. Hey,
What are we
producer,
looking
you
at?
looked up the wrong Kickstarter, Bubba. Yeah, that one's been closed for 2 years.
We're sitting here commenting.
So what the hell? Oh my God!
Well, can you try to find the new one, Bubba?
It might not even be. That does say. Oh, but it's probably because of the update. I think it's the update.
Oh, it's
though.
fully funded. This is a pre-order.
Yeah, these are out. People have these as far as I know, I think. Yeah, it's because it got updated.
So what the hell's going on here? Explain it to me. I'm dumb.
That is the original Kickstarter, and their current Kickstarter actually is 6-inch and is supposed to scale with Mythic Legions. So I think what we just saw, those figures, that is kind of what the expectation is, but scaled in with Mythics.
Weird.
Yeah, and because this was
So
the
I
first
can't
one.
comment on those because I haven't seen those, right?
Yeah.
At this point.
Right. Now, I'm sure there is pictures of them out there. I can actually tell you that one of the guys that is involved with this he's in the Cabal, like he's a Mythics guy.
Okay.
And he's I'm pretty sure, and this, of course, I mean, we just talked about. Yeah, and I actually think it's this. Yeah, I think it's Jason. Yes, Jason Bienvenu.
Bienvenu.
He I'm pretty sure he's in the cabal, and he's kind of sharing updates in there.
Right. Because those the elephant and I mean those are cool. Like I said, I feel like they're a little bit small, and if they I feel like the main bodies, you make them. If you were to make them like the 8 or 9 inch size, and then be able to add some finer detail into the actual fur and stuff, man, those would be a home run.
Well, I can even looking at them. I think the detail is there too. And
but that one, the Genghis Khan, that has a lot more color. The other ones are just washed single color. That actually has a lot.
Well, I think those are prototypes, right?
Yeah,
we were
probably,
seeing versus painted.
Yep.
Like those ones, those gray, those are prototypes, right? They're not painted.
Probably.
Well, no, because look at the armor. I mean,
yeah, these are painted.
Those are, but
Yeah.
is that painted? That looks like.
I'd say it's painted. But you can look at that and see there's a lot of details if you put a
There
wash.
is.
Yeah,
Oh,
if
yeah.
you put a wash on that, or I'm probably going to back this. Will they end up on my shelf? I can't answer that until I get them in hand. I love anamorphic, like. I do love that. I mean, like Seventh Kingdom. Every time I see one of those, even if I already have it, I always get that itch. Like, I mean, they're just. I love that, but
the problem is this is not going to stand.
I need size. Yes.
Well, but even that. But I mean, just in general.
Yeah.
Those aren't going to hold a torch to Seventh Kingdom.
No, they're going to.
But now, price point wise, well, yeah, of
huge
course,
difference. I'm paying $150 for a Seventh Kingdom.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah. Yep.
So, no, good luck to Spiro Toys for sure, though. It's a fun idea and some pretty cool
Steven
stuff.
Sykes' new one says the new ones will be the same size as Mythics.
Awesome.
He posted a 6-inch figure next to a Mythic Legion on his Instagram not too long ago. Okay.
Oh, very cool.
Yep. Philippe says they look too cartoony to be mixed with Mythic Legions, but they will be dope with Motu and Thundercats, though.
Very true.
Yeah, that's.
Yep.
They would look great with Thundercats.
Ryan says the new one launches March 5th.
Okay.
So, for the 6-inch scale.
Yeah, we'll definitely check them out.
I'll have to check them out.
I like the last ones, but I'm not. I was done buying 4-inch.
And even if we don't buy it, we'll blast it. We'll support it.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, Steve is gonna say it don't work, but this was a fun one. Someone found a Craigslist ad. Brian Green shared it to G.I. Joe, a Real American Vintage collectors, but this went all over the place. Someone had a Craigslist ad that said, "Donate your old toys, G.I. Joe Transformers only. Contact me if you want to donate any G.I. Joe or Transformer toys. Hasbro made preferably. I'm helping children who are suffering from any mental or physical illness. I will drive to your location to pick up, haul away. Has to be within a 40 to 50 mile radius. Pictures are required of all donations before I come haul away. Donate today and help another child smile."
Okay.
What do you think, Steve?
I mean, it's probably a lot easier to just go to Walmart and buy them some new toys. Or maybe ask for somebody to donate some new toys.
No, this guy prefers vintage.
He prefers vintage and he wants to see pictures of the old G.I. Joe and Transformers, huh?
Hasbro preferred.
He's pretty specific. I mean, what if somebody has some Thundercats? Those aren't good enough?
You know, I've been.
Sick kids don't want Thundercats.
Sick kids
No,
don't want Thunder.
I've been in the
This
wing of
guy's
that
heart's in the
hospital.
right place. But, I mean, he's really trying to help some kids here. I get it. But his method is horrible.
You know, I hope he also is on Craigslist under like hookups, and I hope he gets gonorrhea.
Is this a joke? Because it's a funny joke.
So it's funny is there's a phone number to contact him, of course.
Okay.
I put it in. It frickin' producer Cody's name came up. Of course, in the wonderful world of the internet, motherfuckers go find this dude and are sharing his actual picture and phone number.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well, if you're using the auspices of helping children who need toys
Who
to
need
try to
vintage
get shit to
G.I.
flip,
Joes? Who need vintage G.I. Joes?
you're
and
human garbage.
Transformers?
One of them even texted him.
Oh.
I have 2 cousins with special needs, but I didn't think anyone would reply if I posted that. So he does have 2 cousins that he's looking for.
And their special needs are only in 2 categories, G.I. Joe and Transformers.
They would rather play with vintage than anything modern.
The person that texted him said, but all your other posts are indicating you buy Transformers and G.I. Joe, so now it's for special needs family member? May I please have your special needs kids' names and contact info? Which is creepy.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, but, you know, if you make a post, you can click on someone's name and it'll on Craigslist. It'll show everything else they have posted.
Right.
And this dude literally has, hey, I'll buy toys. Hey, I'll buy toys.
What a creep.
And of course it ends with fuck off. Okay. Dipshit. The end. But yeah.
God. Weirdos.
We got someone that would like to join the support group.
Oh, okay.
Corey Guns.
Another Travis vote.
Corey Guns. You were all great, but if I had a gun to my head and had to pick, sadly, it's Lord Steve.
Sadly is right.
Vindication.
Oh, yeah. What are the odds of somebody with a wrestling name picking you, meathead?
Just, can you put my mark
Corey
up?
Guns is a great
Can
wrestling
you
name.
put my mark up, please?
What?
I need my mark on the wall.
You can't reach it with your big guns?
It's on your side of the fucking room.
Will White said, whoever burned Smustusbury the worst right now. If not, Travis is my flipper boy.
So,
Competition.
well, that who decides?
Cody, I guess.
Smustusbury is a waste of skin.
I can't think of anything to say right now that wouldn't make him harm himself, so I'm going to just
Sit back.
turn it over a new leaf. I don't want to have Steve to have to go to all the trouble to have you contact him to get him on the show. So
This is going to be... Amy Scott, you're off the hook. All right, now it's me for the next 2
Here's
years.
a new bad guy.
Oh, come on. What about Ollie? What about Scott Kennedy?
This is Steve Kennedy.
I'm going to be
Yeah,
honest
Steve
with
Kennedy.
you. As much as I want Will's vote, because Will seems like a pretty cool dude from what I've seen on Facebook, I'm not going to run Smush just through the mud. I love the guy.
Honestly, if we were to go cumulatively, I win hands down.
I know, but I got to think Steve is the only one that really hit him. I mean,
That's good. Good
Who
for Steve.
coined the name Smustusbury and his son Bustin?
me.
No,
I don't think so.
it was me.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think that's right either.
No, it was me.
Okay. All right.
I'm pretty
I'm
sure
not-
I said Smushtus, and then
I don't think
like,
you were even on the show.
I was like Bustin' for sure. No, I was definitely on
not,
the show. It was one of my favorite shows ever.
The thing is I'm not gonna bash him either. He's a good dude. And the last time he showed up to a toy show and dumped his kids off on me, I had a great time with him. So I'm not gonna say anything negative about Schmustas. I'll give Steve the vote.
Oh, yep.
Now, if I was the guy that got his car towed because of his wife, then I probably would not.
I wish I could recall who sent this to me. Marvel Legends Collectors Group. Does anyone have an extra Sunfire hand? I burned mine trying to be funny on Instagram.
That's a great
Did you
post.
see this?
Whether it's real, but it's amazing. He was gonna make it so it was boiling
So
water.
he's trying to be funny.
Like the toy was gonna boil some water, so he boiled some
Sunfire's
water.
boiling
But
that
it
water.
melted the damn hand of the toy. That is fucking amazing.
It's hilarious. I loved it. Oh, just loved it. And that wraps up Toy Drama.
Thanks, UPS guy.
Nice.
I'll go first.
Okay.
I don't know.
Ooh,
I can't recall if we've ever talked about this set on the show.
I don't think
I don't
so.
believe so.
I was, in Walmart, and of course,
Nice.
anytime I see these now, I've gone where I'm like, you got to pick it up just
Yeah.
with the chance it's going to be a decent high dollar figure.
That Casey
We're
Jones
talking
is
about
so
the
good.
NECA movie, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, the 1990 movie.
Casey
Leonardo
Jones
in
and
his
Raphael in disguise.
trench coat. Yeah.
You started to say Leonardo. What the hell's
Did I
wrong
say
with you?
Leonardo?
You did.
Sorry.
You did.
Raphael.
Yeah, that's a super cool set.
He's a leader. Raphael. Transform from the norm by the something goop, magical goop.
And you could send that. You could send that to that guy for those kids if they were into turtles, but they're not.
Unfortunately, they're not. Yep.
Just hold on to it then.
They're not NECA fans.
You ever notice how big Casey Jones' junk is in that movie? He's always pulling those sweatpants up really high. Yeah, and he's packing.
He's great on Chicago PD.
What's his name?
Alvin Olinsky.
Is
on
it?
There.
Oh. Okay, yeah, I'm getting mixed up.
Elias Codius is his name in real life.
Oh, that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, yep. But no, on the show he's Alvin Olinsky, or was. Spoiler alert.
Is he dead? Yeah. The actor's dead?
No, the character on Chicago PD's dead.
Fucked up.
And then I, of course, was lucky enough to walk into a Walmart, which Walmart does the craziest things. This new Hot Rod figure from the Studio Series, Transformer the movie. I walk in there. This wave literally just came out, and they had it on clearance for half off. So I picked up a couple of those.
And what are you gonna do with it?
I'm gonna sell it.
It's based on the.
What if somebody else wanted this, so you couldn't have left it on the shelf for them?
That's based on the cartoon movie.
Yes.
Did you ever think Rodimus was cool?
I thought Rodimus was cool, but not
Like replace Optimus cool?
not even.
Yeah, and that's where I'm at. I was
Not
like, Rodimus is kind of neat, but
Yes. And the sad part is, it's almost like they ruined him for a lot of fans because we had that feeling. We watched that movie and said, I want Optimus. What are you doing?
yeah.
And instead of like this guy actually, because he's pretty dang cool, I don't think he ever took off the way he should have because people were just so mad that they killed Optimus.
Yeah.
But it is a cool looking figure. I mean, it's probably a remake, but like they've probably done 500 of them, and but like I said, at 50% off, I had to pull the trigger so I could break someone's heart when they walked in and didn't find it.
All right.
I got one more, last but not
Okay.
least. I just did get my Wolf King order.
Woo!
Yep, and pretty
You got yours.
pretty excited about it. Awesome Cabal pin.
Nice.
Yep, I did not have that one yet, so I appreciate that. Got some cleavers,
Nice.
which I don't think I ordered those. I think that's just Len being Len. What the heck? There's a lot of stuff in here.
Yeah, but you guys also have to remember that you don't know what you ordered and what you didn't order.
That's
So,
true.
This head, though, Steve, I don't remember that head.
Nope, that's a
Is that a little tester?
I think it is.
Oh,
Might
that
be.
is fun. So a pot.
I don't know.
I don't remember.
Let me
that.
tell you this.
That's a
when
pan,
it comes
not a
to
pot.
Wolf King, I only pay attention to my own stuff. Okay. If it's anything that I didn't have a hand in, I don't even know what the hell's going
You
on.
had a very good hand in these, and you didn't promote them very good.
Well, I'm getting around to it.
Travis has got a pot. Fucking pan. I don't.
That's very cool, though. I
It
like
is
it.
cool.
Another Wolf King squid head pin. I love these pins. Oh man, he hooked me up. Painted hammerhead.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yep, like that one a lot. Yep, I definitely didn't order a painted hammerhead. So Len, you are a good dude. I was pretty excited about this one. The Redeemer.
God's fire. What's this blue thing?
Did you describe this?
Are we allowed
This-
to?
Well, I don't know.
Oh, you know everything.
No, I guess I
So-
don't. Maybe you shouldn't. I don't know.
All I can tell you is it's fucking beautiful.
Okay.
What is this blue
That
thing?
works. Sticky tack. He's providing sticky tack.
I'm not gonna go into a ton of detail about this because I don't know, but it is a beautifully sculpted goblin face wearing a skeleton head as a helmet, and the head looks like maybe some kind of bird, but I could be wrong. Whatever it is, it's freaking beautiful, and like I'm sitting here going, I want this painted right now. So I'll have to see what Chris is up to. The
Faithless.
The Faithless.
Ooh.
And I was excited
Why
about.
don't you read us the 40-minute bio on those?
I was really excited about this little set, which is funny because I am not a huge. Some of these animal things just don't do it for me, but something about this freaking turtle.
Damn, this is a good print. So here's a little story.
Okay.
I have not got my heads that I have to paint yet.
Okay.
So if anyone's listening to this and you ordered a painted head from me, the Redeemer, and the Faithless, they have been shipped to me, but they are lost. They're not lost. They're stuck in the United States postal system.
Oh my gosh.
And they're sitting and they're not moving.
Ugh.
So people are getting these like Tim Sawyer already got his Redeemer head, painted it and showed it already.
Yeah.
And I haven't even gotten mine that I can paint for people to get started painting them.
Oh my gosh.
So just so people know, keep people in the loop of what's
That's a
going
cool
on
head.
with that. That's kind of
Love that head.
kind of a bummer because I'm excited to get working on those so I can get them to people.
Dude, these are clean.
Yeah, these look like great prints. I mean, in comparison to the other prints that I've got, for the prototypes and stuff that I've painted, these look like Len got it dialed in a little better.
I got the wolf head and feet too as well, which was one I passed on originally, and then of course I saw Steve's painted one here in person, and I'm like, yep, gotta have that. I'm pretty excited about the turtle, with the turtle weapons. Those are super cool. Here's the feet. Here's the weapons. I actually was gonna buy the painted ones, because I can't remember his name. Who's doing those?
These?
Yeah. The painted turtle weapons.
Oh, the weapons?
Yes.
I don't remember.
Oh my gosh, what's his name?
Jeremy's doing the feet and the turtle,
Okay,
I think.
the weapons are painted by. He's a new painter for you guys. Are you gonna help me with this?
I told you, if it's not me, I don't know.
Class act.
I don't know. I really, I can't. When you're bringing excellence to the table nonstop.
Okay, so I got on late, unfortunately, to the sale, and they had his painted ones. They
look great.
Were beautiful.
They look fantastic.
They were absolutely beautiful, and I'm so sorry that I'm blanking on your name right now.
You're not.
It's not. I am
You
sorry.
always just
No.
apologize, but you never try
I-
to actually know.
Well, I
You
thought
never
I thought
know
that
anybody's
Steve,
name. You
Steve
just keep
literally is
saying
in
you're
bed
sorry.
with these guys. I thought he would be able to help me with
You didn't
this.
give me a chance to prepare.
If you were truly sorry, you would have been sorry and then not done that again.
Well, I'm not that sorry.
You're sorry, all right. Those are very cool.
Super cool. Excited. Steve, what is there anything in here that you want to paint, buddy? Is there anything that I should send with you?
I'm busy. I got a lot of shit going on.
He's busy waiting for stuff to come from the post office.
Well, I need to be mentally ready to go when it happens.
He's going to just sit there with his paints all ready. He's ready to go.
Excellence.
Thank you very much, Len. Beautiful box. Super excited about the extra little goodies in there. And looks like Hobby Lobby's going to get a few more things added to his pile.
Hobby Lobby. All right, guys. We've got... Of course. I was kidding. I actually do know what's going on. It's Joe Vasapolo.
You were kidding, huh?
Yeah, I know what's going on.
Yeah. Oh, you weren't just texting to get that answer from Len just now?
No, I was texting my mom. See how she is.
Right.
She's 80 and stuff. With COVID out there, you got to check in on these old folks. So...
Lie to my face. I don't give a shit.
I know
Everybody out there knows the truth.
Hey, look, it's, I don't want to pull the curtain back, but, it's a little bit of shtick going on here, and, I got to act like I'm self-absorbed. But...
Chris Rosselli said the 86 movie series Transformers are mini masterpiece figures. I love them. Yeah, it's a beautiful looking figure. I got to agree. Pete, you got anything?
Nope. And even if I had a chance, I don't anymore. So.
Yep. Life will do that, huh?
Yep.
I got a little box from Joe Rhino.
Ooh.
I bought some stuff from Joe. There's
Nice.
a little bit in here to any, for us, but for me, and there's a little bit for you. Did get a letter from him. It's to me, but I think it concerns the podcast. Thought it would be fine to be read on the podcast.
Steve, thank you for all that you do. The world is a better place with you and the podcast in it.
It says the podcast too?
I mean that honestly. Here are the 3 bootleg He-Man you bought off me. Sorry for the delay. I'm also including some extra stuff I found in the bag of goodies I got. I thought you'd give them a good home. I'm including my Joe Rhino coins for you, Pete and Trav, to say a special thank you. They are special finishes I had made for close friends and family, and another special one for Cloud9 Studios. So I'll always be there with you guys in spirit while you're podcasting. Thank you for all the laughs, the tears, just the overall friendship you've all given me. You guys are the best. Love you guys always. Joe Ryan.
Well, that sucks.
What?
It's just sad. You know what I mean?
He is a good dude.
Yeah,
What is that?
I don't know. It's one of those extras he threw in the box, but it's cool.
Wow. That has got to be old.
I don't know what it is. It's this little, like, dragon type thing. And I think if you zoom it across the floor, it would rip across the floor like the Road Ripper.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have a zip cord. I don't know. It's just kind of fun. It looks crazy. It looks like something that would fit up on my what do you call it? Shelf. My knockoff shelf. You know. So I found fun. He got me this. He sent, and I didn't bring it because I honestly don't want to get it lost. But I want to show you guys. Snapped a little picture of it. He sent me this little tiny He-Man knockoff. It doesn't. I think maybe the arms move on it, but it's just this weird clear little guy that I actually just sticky tacked to my shelf.
Yeah.
It's a little red see-through He-Man.
Yeah.
I don't know where it came
Someone
from.
cast it or something.
Who knows? But, you know, it's just funny, silly stuff. And I do have a shelf in my toy room that is just all stuff like that. You know, just interesting little...
neat stuff.
Yeah. What did I do? Okay, it's gone now. There was a little interference. So, this I want to show because it's absolutely insane. I didn't buy this from him, but it just was in the box. He did give me a little.
Y'all got any more of them Hulkbusters? Yeah.
Y'all got any more of those Hulkbusters? So here's a little, and this is actually kind of a. When I saw this, I thought it was maybe for Pete, but I'm not exactly sure because it's kind of up Pete's alley, but it's not the exact same thing Pete gets.
Oh,
which
gosh.
is what I thought it was.
This looks
first.
super fun. And by fun, I mean awful.
No, it's awful. Yeah, this is for me.
What are you doing?
What?
You are moving and something, and you keep getting a weird.
I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe that. Yeah. What?
That thing's gross.
It's gross.
It looks like it's a mini Megator.
It is.
To go along with your.
That's
That's
the joke. I didn't really put it together.
yeah.
That's
Y'all got any more of
yeah.
them Hulkbusters? Ah, yeah.
That
So,
is good.
This is the classic knockoff body that we see on a lot of these knockoffs, especially the Galaxy Warrior type stupid things with a big dumb troll head on it. And yeah, this is great. I love it.
Scott Wiles just texted me. I love this.
What's he want?
The dragon is from Arco Otherworld line. Arco Otherworld.
Okay. Well,
Love having nerd friends.
yeah, that just no crazy stuff.
Yeah.
And then the real stuff that I actually purchased from him. Some of these I have, but you can always stand for extras. One of Travis's favorites here.
Childhood favorite.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Never had it. It was a friend's. We always had it. I love playing with it. Yeah, Steve Sykes just gosh darn it. Sent me the actual pictures that Jason had posted of those figures standing next to Mythic Legions. And now when I see that,
It looks amazing.
doesn't it?
Oh,
It
that's
looks
what I was looking
amazing.
at. We're changing gears.
But
I'm gonna get.
that has a few more paint apps. And
Oh,
a
yeah,
little-
yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean?
Yes.
That figure is beautiful.
It's freaking awesome.
Yeah, I like this much better. It's much cooler.
Yeah, and now I can look at that and go, yeah, without a doubt, I'm buying that for sure. So even if it doesn't go on the same shelf as my Mythics, that's beautiful.
The coins are beautiful, Joe. The kind of metallic finish is absolutely awesome, and a very cool way to. He sent us an awesome little stand for
those
the
are cool,
podcast
yeah.
table. So, and that will forever be on this table, Joe. So, keep fighting the good fight, man.
So funny. Shane Aid also messaged me information on those Spiro toys, and definitely some of our listeners are interested in them.
That's cool.
Yeah, so we'll be following it for sure.
Oh yeah, we'll keep you guys updated. These are stands
Oh,
for your guys' coins.
Oh, awesome.
So
these are pretty cool.
Steve,
I need to get a whole pack. I've got a bunch of. This is actually a challenge coin's a big part of the.
Yeah, it's a big thing.
You know, in
big
the
deal
fire
for you.
service, and
Yeah.
I mean, I have one in my pocket now. Hasn't left my pocket anywhere I've gone for 8 months. So
Steve, this got to be a rare one, right?
I've already got it,
Okay.
but it was just easier for me to buy the whole lot. And who knows? I don't know if Jeremy has it.
Yeah.
There's
yeah.
always somebody that might want it.
This is just one I've never seen.
I've seen the head before, but it was
I
on
don't
the.
know if I
on
don't
the
know
straw
where
of my
I don't
shake.
remember where I got the one I have at home. I
Uh-huh.
thought maybe it might have had come from you.
It
maybe
might
not.
have, but that's not one I see a lot. Now, I would also say I don't really care for that one, whereas the other three you have, they're like my three of my favorites.
Well, this one is one of the reasons why I really bought this box. It's the two-headed, dragon type lizard thing. I don't have this, so I'm adding this as a new guy to my collection. He's fun. I've wanted it for a long time.
I didn't know you didn't have this one.
And then another one which
Ooh, the long tail.
which was broken, but I glued it.
Oh, okay.
But displays great.
Yeah, who
So
cares?
this is another lizard type.
He almost said it looks great, but then he changed it to displays great because even he knows the truth.
Yeah.
No,
You
it
know?
looks great.
Why didn't you clean these?
I made time. I just
No.
pulled them out of the box to
Just
bring
now.
here
But you glued it already.
this morning.
Oh, okay. What do you think about that?
I love these crazy guys.
Hey, live your life, man.
Yeah.
Steven's living his best life over there. Avoiding people and being alpha and having some great toys. So
You need to have your boo wash them for you.
Who, Jeremy?
Yeah. Yeah, they're fun, dude. I like them. I'll be honest. When I was a kid, I liked those more than I liked T-Man. I did. It was just more fun.
When I was a kid, I would have scoffed at these. I would have been like, get those out of here.
Really?
They're not real. I remember going over to this one kid's house. My dad worked with this guy, and he brought me over there because they had two sons, and they were single. Mom had ran off, and single dad and stuff. And, the kids were dirty, and they smelled like urine, and they had these toys. And I was like, I'm not playing with these.
When you say these, do you mean the toys or the kids?
I bet both. It's like, Dad, get me out of here. I live down the street in the higher rent district. We are
Dad, get on the garbage truck. We got to get out of here.
yeah. We are lower middle class. These people are high poor class.
some lines you just can't cross.
It's
It's okay to be a senior dating a freshman, but it's not okay to be a freshman dating an 8th grader. You can't cross that line.
Philippe
High
said,
school or junior high.
hey, Steve, can you paint my Valaverse prototype guns? So he got on and got the prototypes that went on sale the other day.
Yeah, so did I.
Ooh, look at you
Well,
go.
so did Carl. Can I paint them? Yes. Will I? No.
You don't want your money?
We'll see.
He's a lord.
Hey, slide into my DM. Isn't that what the kids say now?
Yeah.
No, they used to.
Oh, is that old
Even-
now already?
Already. Yeah.
Slide into my DM.
Cody, what's the new phrase?
Steve still
Oh,
thinks DM
I
stands
don't
for
know.
dick mouth. Slide it in my dick mouth.
Got a Big Bad Toy Store order. Another Fury Orc, because you got to have another. Another Templar, because you never know where I'm going to haul off and make a new character with Emil.
Easily two of my favorite figures from the line.
Oh yeah, and some of the other day, I couldn't believe Steve didn't go fucking off. Somebody dirtied up the armor on a Templar night. I was like, that's fucking Steve's shtick. What are you doing?
Jennifer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She did a good job. She was down on herself.
She
but
was.
I liked it. Thought it looked
You know,
good.
and if she didn't go down on herself, I probably would have gone down on her. So
I got this from Travis last week, but I forgot that I had one coming. So I've got the Conan here.
So you bought one from Travis, and then you got another.
I got one in my pile of loot that I forgot was there. It happens.
Doesn't happen to me.
This is the Conan. We've talked about it here before.
So why
Not the
open
movie
it?
Conan. This is the other Conan.
Do
But
you, let me ask you this. So now that you have two, are you going to sell one, or are you going to actually maybe do some customizing?
I give this to you, and I don't know you anymore. I'm
Deal.
kidding. I don't want it.
Yeah, okay.
I'll keep it.
I like how he says he bought one from me.
Well, you know. Hey,
The
you
same
should
way
see the
I
stuff
bought
I'm working
figures
on.
from you.
For you.
Yes.
It's all for you, buddy.
Travis has finally gotten smart though. He's stopped giving me anything.
Alex Torres says, "Why don't you have my husband on to talk about DC stuff? You need to talk more about DC."
Yeah.
If only it were 1950 and wives were to be seen and not heard.
You know, I did the same thing because Courtney had logged into mine and it said her name. But I always said, my husband says, before I say everything. My husband says, you should have him on. This is something I didn't get from Travis. That was the bloody weapons that came with. They were remember this figure was delayed, and so they I think Super 7 threw in bloody versions of the weapons that go with that Conan.
How come you got those and I didn't get a whole bunch of those?
I have no idea. But this came from Big Bad Toy Store, and I got these.
Weird.
I didn't even know I was going to get these. They were just in there.
Yeah.
But can you put those so that people can see them maybe? It doesn't look like they can. They're basically the same weapons, but bloodied, which is kind of fun.
Blooded.
Kind of fun.
Always.
Whoops. I also got Roboto Origins, Zodak Origins, She-Ra Origins, and Merman Origins. I didn't bring them in. We're gonna talk about them on Poe too. I got a lot of stuff, so I just skipped them.
appreciate you.
And then what? Cody, I looked. Oh wait, no, you don't have to.
Potu found on Spotify, Stitcher, and Podomatic.
Yeah, Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher, Podomatic.
Currently number 3 in the LGBTQ category.
Well, we're trying to get that demographic. I wanted to talk about, and I didn't bring it because I already brought it to work, put it on the shelf, but I got my Mezco Superman Christopher Reeves version of Superman. It is amazing. I love it. I love everything about it. I think the head sculpts are great. It really looks like Christopher Reeves to me, especially at that scale. A lot of people, I see some people whining. I don't know what's wrong with them. The costume is great. The stand is really cool. It's his ice, if you think of the Fortress of Solitude from that movie, and how Christopher Reeves has the, you're looking for this, Mezco 112.
It's a beautiful figure. Between your pictures and Cornboy's pictures, I regret not getting it, but I also don't really need any DC on my shelf. So
Well, that movie,
I love the movie. I
as a
absolutely love the
kid,
movie.
was such a big deal. We didn't have too many superhero movies as a kid, and Christopher Reeves.
I still love Christopher.
Okay,
Reeves.
so here's a little bit of a thing. My dad hates everything fun. I mean, basically Spider-Man, comic books, toys, He-Man, it was all dumb to him. There was only one thing my dad likes, Superman. So, Superman was the thing that...
Then why did he name you Clark Kent, Bishotti?
I don't know. But Superman was the thing that if that Superman movie was on, he would watch it. And it was the only thing I could ever watch with my dad that we kind of both were into. He was in Donahue. I wasn't, as a 5-year-old kid, I wasn't really into Phil Donahue. Go figure.
Really? Why not?
I don't know. But when we found this movie on, or he would always watch it, and so I guess this movie has a little bit of a special place for me. Is it this one? Yes, it is that one.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
But what I really thought was cool, and I didn't expect it, is the crystals, Cody. If you find them, the crystals they come with. If you remember in the movie, young Clark Kent goes out in the barn and he finds that green crystal that he has to take to the Fortress of Solitude, and he drops it in that little crystal holder in the middle of that cluster of crystals, and that's what brings his dead dad alive. Yeah, there you go. That's what brings his not Kal-El. What's his dad's name? He's Superman's. Come on, Trav.
Mr. Kent?
Marlon Brando.
Marlon Brando. Yeah. So in this thing, it's cool because you put batteries in this thing and it lights up, and there's 3 spots on the bottom of it. Off, in the middle, which means that it only lights up if you drop the crystal in it, like the movie, which is fucking cool for me. Or you can just flip it on and it'll be on no matter if the crystal's in it or not. So I just think that was a really cool way that they designed that, so you can kind of just be a little kid and drop that crystal in there and watch the whole thing light up on you. So wired cape. Hey, you guys know how much I like wires. Tailoring is great. It's just a cool figure. I'm glad I got that one. Other Mezco news. Mezco's got this really. I'm gonna break some inside Mezco news.
Oh, look at this.
Mezco's coming out with a figure sometime this week. Keep your eyes open. Apparently, there's only 3 of them. So, all you fans out there, have fun with that.
Now you're just being a douche.
I am being a douche. Mezco's irritating as shit. Hey, we got a growing fan base. Let's cut it back a bit. Let's cut it back. There's about 1,000 people that might want to buy this. Let's give them 16 to watch them fight. Anyway. Love the products, though.
Did you get the last one they just dropped?
No. No. Did you?
Yes.
Oh, nice. Did that one? That one didn't sell out lightning quick, did it?
I have no idea.
What was it?
It's
Like a dive suit looking thing.
yeah, it's a very like space like thing. It's one of their properties, so I can't even describe it really without. It looks really neat, but
Reminds me of the closest thing I can think of is Black Mantis
yeah,
type.
yeah, big helmet kind of thing.
So like Armored Gomez?
Kind of, yeah.
Yes, yeah, but it's neat, and it's one of those things where if I see a Mezco property, I'll just grab it. And I hate to say it, but even sometimes just the stuff that comes with it, just the guns and shit, I'm like, which just sounds so stupid because it's $150 figure.
Right.
But
So yeah, fun week for me. Thanks, Joe, for the extras. Thanks for the coins. They're awesome.
Yep.
It's always fun getting a box from Joe.
Jor-El,
Jor-El.
you're welcome. You are welcome.
Welcome.
King Black Spartan?
You didn't come up with that. You read it on the. You're not acting like you came up with that, are you?
I did come up with it.
No, I'm sure it's in the comments. You were looking over at the comments and you go, Jor-El. I can't see him from here.
Ryan Gonzalez.
Ah, figured.
Will you pull up that? Hey, Cody, will you pull up that Black Spartan? I'm assuming that's the Mezco that Ryan's talking about.
Craig, I think if you put up it's KR. Yeah, that's it.
It was that whole box, wasn't it?
Yeah,
That's why.
It's like the show, like a show box kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it comes with a bunch of things, and it's because they're not going to be able to be doing. I mean, I don't know if Toy Fair is going to happen, but are we going to have shows? What do you guys think? I mean,
We're gonna someday. I don't know if we're gonna this year.
Pick a lane.
There we
Trav.
go. It's cool.
Fucking asshole.
What do you think, Pete?
Yeah, it's cool. And
I hate it with the mask off.
Yeah, that head doesn't do nothing for me. I didn't
No.
even know it did that.
Yeah, I don't. It's way too cartoony for me. But these box sets end up selling stupid high, and it was limited one. So
And you have to that it said that package requires a signature on delivery.
yeah, but I mean, like,
Mine did. My Superman.
yeah,
They wouldn't. Yeah, it sucked.
they're pretty hardcore about that. But if your mail guy knows you, I'm not saying come to my house and pick up stuff.
It's
on
funny
the
because
porch.
they don't require an actual signature anymore. Have you experienced that?
Yeah, what is it? It's actually,
He says I came to the door. He goes, I just had to make sure you were home and don't
Yeah.
actually have to sign.
yeah, because they don't want you to touch their pen and
Right.
Yeah,
And I really wouldn't. I wouldn't want to touch this guy's pen either. So I was glad that he didn't make me touch his pen.
yeah, $175 for that box set.
Jesus.
At Mezco, it's kind of crazy. I don't know when that bubble is gonna burst or if it ever will.
When the economy crashes.
Yeah, you're probably right. They're putting out some amazing stuff. I will once again I will say we literally are living in the best time to be a toy collector. I mean, I don't understand how everything keeps coming out and it's just better and better.
So is that it for
That's
thank you,
it.
PSK? So I've been noticing, for some reason I've been seeing Gina Carano a lot around on Facebook and the internet and
Is
stuff.
this a fat joke? Everywhere I
but
look,
you know-
I see her. She's so fat everywhere I look.
You know what though? Lately, have you guys noticed how pretty she is? Cause she really looks nice. Like I never noticed there's a certain kind of glow about her.
Hey, wait a minute. Are we talking about Cara Dune?
No, we're talking about Gina Carano. Cara Dune is a disgrace. Cara Dune's a dumb character, but Gina Carano, she looks good. She like this. I mean, I don't know if she's been working out or if she's been doing something, but my whole,
Producer Cody, could you please bring up some pictures of Gina Carano?
Gina Carano, yeah.
I just put Cara Dune.
No, don't.
Cara Doom.
Gotta do it. That's how Arnold would say it. Gotta do it. Come
I want
on.
to make sure I understand this right. Steven, are you commenting on...
I'm not even going to play into his game. Just let him talk and we can move on to the next thing.
Are you commenting now that you are a fan of Gina?
I'm just saying she looks pretty good. Like there's that shot right down there. Yeah, there you go, Cody. Right there. Now, see, look at that. She's got a very symmetrical face. Not so much. Nope, don't like the Star Wars fake pictures.
Has anybody looked and seen what the figures are going for?
No, but I know they're up.
I got a buddy. He told me he listed one. Buy it now, $165. He said it sold in less than an hour. It was a $20 toy, and $165.
It's not even that great of a toy.
And I understand that people are looking at it going, they're going to cancel all of the rest of her figures that are coming out. But still, how many of those do you think they made? I mean, there's already a ton of figures of her. The speculation that those figures are going to be worth a lot of money, I just do not see it.
I don't know.
I could be wrong.
Was there a lot of figures made of her? I didn't think there was a lot of them really done.
Well, there's a wave. There's two wave. There's a 4-inch, and there was a Black Series.
Okay.
I mean,
I don't know how's the Black Series Slave Leia? Because they
it
haven't.
came down.
Is it?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it came down. Yeah. I don't know.
2020 is shaping up to be good. I mean, Gina's looking better. Biden's doing some really cool things. He's letting boys play girls. He finally is letting boys get on and kick some girls' asses in sports. I love it. I don't know what his motivation is, but the fact that this dude is like 20th in the running and then he goes down and beats the girls, he's number 1. I'm like, yeah, get him, Biden. Get the girls. I didn't know Biden had a thing against women.
When? I don't. I have no idea what you're even talking about.
Biden made it so that boys can play against girls now.
In what?
Everything, I think.
What YouTube channel did you get this off of?
No, it was one of his first things. It was like his
It was
first.
a great article he read on Babylon.
It was like his first thing in office. That first day, he made it so that, like, you know, if a guy's not doing so good against the guys, he can say, if he says he's a girl, now he can play against the girls and kick their ass, wrestle them, beat the shit out of them. I was like, that's cool.
Yeah, I don't think there's any real, because I mean, you're basically talking about sports, right?
Yeah.
I don't think there's any sports or any documents signed that they're like, yeah, now these people can kick the shit out of each other. Like, that's not really a thing, I don't think.
Well, I mean, you know, it's kind of like when you got
Cody,
sports.
can you confirm anything that Steven is talking about?
Not yet.
Other than Gina Carano is pretty,
I will
Which-
confirm that.
is just Steve, for whatever reason, flipping a bitch and doing something different. I'm not sure what his angle is. But
Really? You don't know what his angle is?
Yeah, he leveled the playing field.
Did he?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know. I don't watch the news
Really?
ever.
I don't understand most of it. I just was walking by and I saw that he was like, he signed a bill that said that the guys can go beat girls now. And so I was
yeah,
like,
I don't think the bill said anything about beating girls.
well, that's what's happening.
I don't know. I watched that dude that changed into a woman fight in the UFC, and he got his ass beat by a woman.
He did?
Yeah.
There was a transgender UFC fighter.
Yeah. 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 And don't get me wrong, she blew up some girls too. But she lost. She lost to a woman. He lost. What? I don't know. Whatever. Anyway. Anything else? Is this a wrap?
I think we're good.
Is there anything we got to discuss?
There it is. Cody's got it up.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what it.
Yeah, that looks like a lot of reading.
Yeah, it's too much reading. I don't want to look that far into it.
Yeah, he just wants to give his opinion and doesn't know what he's talking about.
That's true. That's very true. I'll admit that.
We're wrapping up episode 205 of the Boy's Gonna Kill Me podcast. One of the lamest episodes in a while. I'm not even sure I smiled during this episode.
That's your fault.
So
I think you need to start looking at yourself.
apparently we now like Gina Carano, so that's changed.
Well,
And we love it. We love that our president signs bills to, quote, let boys beat up girls.
only in sports. I mean, not like just go down there and kick some ass.
Stephen Machadi, Travis Bowles, Pete McCarthy. And until next time, we'll, bye.